Alright. We're going to begin. We are going to begin. Okay. So this is a little lesson that I've set up. There's people in the crowd. It's a little lesson I've set up, which will, in case you want to replicate what we're doing here in this place of worship, you could take it to your outside life. You can be like us. You can do all of these things. Or you can just do it for fun. Or you can just watch this because, you want to. I'm going to be, giving the tips of being the host. And I'm going to be giving you the pointers and how to be a host, a leader of this place of worship. Of this, what I'm in right now. Now, you're going to need plenty of things, including yourself and a group of people. Unless you just want to look at yourself in the mirror and do this. You're going to need people, a crowd. And I'll be giving you a little bit, I'll be telling you what to do. This is to spread the word of coming together. Of come together. We can all come together. You can make people come together, not just us. You could be like us in your own time, in your own place. So that's what we're going to do. Or that's what I'm going to show you to do. You can guide people to come together and be fun. So let's go ahead and begin. Right here, I'll be teaching you the chants. You can watch the chants whenever. There'll be timestamps in the comments or descriptions, whichever is necessary. These are the chants. I'll be reading them to you in a bit. I know they seem hard to read because this paper has been through a lot, but it'll be okay. I'll be going over this thoroughly with you. And then, what else we have to go over are the new chants. Shall we be going over those too? Not everyone has a balance, first of all. Not everyone has this. Not everyone has this. Not everyone has this. Not everyone has this either, but just because you don't have these things doesn't mean that you can't, do this. You just can't do it here. And you just can't do it exactly like us. However, that doesn't mean that you cannot do it at all. You could replicate your own balance. You can create your own balance, and you could draw a balance, draw a musical, put them together, or you could just speak about it. If you're really a true follower of the balance, you will know that the balance listens to you and watches you and feels you. It feels your presence. So you can always do the balance whenever you want. Like the people back then, there was only one balance. Maybe more, I don't know. But there was a lot of these kind of gatherings, and not everybody, not all of the markers had their own balance. So they would either create one, or talk about it, or do it without the balance, and still manage to get the people to come together. So, and not everyone's gonna make pure juice the exact same way as we do, because the way we do it is kind of deadly, and it's how we create the balance. Or make the balance come together, not create it. We have 3 bowls. You You can have as many bowls as you want. I'm sure everyone has bowls. It doesn't have to look like this or like this. It can look however you want as long as you have bowls. And you put any kind of chips in those bowls, because any chips are a symbol of coming together, you know. It's a symbol of food. You don't even have to put chips. You can put any food. Coming together uses chips and water, because chips is food, water is drinks. You need both. So you can put any kind of food in your bowl, and you need water. Not any kind of drink, you need water. It's not going to work with Sprite. It's not going to work with Coke. It's only going to work with water. Only water. You guys get that? Nod your heads. If this is optional, you can shine lights at your chips and water and your replicated artifacts. You could also use something. This is a scented shooter, or it shoots senses, you know, it's a spray. You can have your own, you know, it really sharpens the atmosphere, the mood of what you're doing. So you can just go psh, and that really enchants the mood and sets the mood, sets the tone. So let's begin. Let's begin going over this. We're going to do a trial or a test run, and I'll be guiding you as we do it. Now I know not everybody physically comes to the place of worship. That's why we do it online. And that's why we're going to let you do your own place of worship, so you can show your people. Instead you show us. We won't bore them. You can do your own. Not everyone could physically come here. It is pretty far from a lot of people, and imagine fitting the entire population here. No. So that's why it is important to build other places, or have your own place of worship, have your others going on. Basically, that's to keep the word alive and have people coming. And this is a tutorial for that, you know, so you can be a leader of your own. But you need to keep the tradition alive. You can't just do it and not have the tradition, not having the style, the culture. Because that would be like singing but talking. Right? Okay, so how you start off is you start off, the world currently, not everybody's together. So everyone comes into your place of worship. Not everyone's together. So that's darkness. That symbolizes darkness, you know. Because not everyone's together. There is no light. There is no harmony. It is just dark. So you start off by turning off the lights. But I know it's dark. You panic. Have some little lights. Just get any kind of little lights. You could also use... we use this here. This little stormtrooper. It's a good light, and also this little light, so we're just gonna have this pointing at us. You start off, here's the chants. You say, from the top all the way to the bottom, what goes down stays down, what comes up, what comes up may come down. Yeah. And then you greet everybody. You say, welcome to the place of worship and this experience. Now, we know you don't have your own almighty paragraph. You don't have any of that stuff. So what you can just do is recite or say one of your favorite quotes. You can say something that has happened to your life, you know, your own personal anecdote. Because not everyone has an almighty paragraph. So you can just say anything from your life, anything from a story, you name it, anything that symbolizes anything you want, okay? It could be about anything. That's about anything. After the almighty paragraph, you just talk. Not just like talking like, you know, how are you? And I went here yesterday. You talk about, you know, You have a certain thing to talk about, a certain subject, which has to do with the manner of coming together and not being together, and just the almighty paragraph, and why we're here, occasions, holidays, traditions, anything like that you could talk about. Your choice. This is your place of worship, not mine. I'm just telling you how to do it like us. After you're done sharing your little message to the people, you have to say, do you hear me? And they say yes. As soon as they say yes, you tell them stand up. And moment of sorrow. The moment of sorrow, you just tell the people, you just have everybody. You have everyone, like, think to yourself anything that causes sorrow or brings sorrow to you. Anything that you wish you could undo, anything you regret, stuff like that. Or something that you wish you had done, or something that you wish hadn't happened. You have the people think, okay? They're standing. Because you can't just do something without no actual sacrifice. People in place worship are sitting, you have them stand. Like back then, on the actual River of Sorrows, during like this time, your sacrifice to get rid of your sorrows is standing, but people would have to swim across this river, which was pretty lengthy and deep and all that. So, yes. Then you say, I'm sorry. The people say, I'm sorry. And then afterwards, you get your bowls and your waters. You don't need a pure juice, okay? So don't worry about this. You don't need a pure juice, don't worry about this. Unless you have an actual balance, which I'm pretty sure that you don't. But if you do, email me or privately message one of us or leave it or let us know, because that requires special training. You start off with the chips, you have to say, stuff like this. As we know, it may be the first and last meal we shall devour. For some it will burn, for others it will open up their emptiness, but together these chips will make us come together. Whenever you say come together, do this. Just do that. And then you say, for every tears, there is laughter somewhere else. When there's someone's fortune, there is someone else's misfortune. But when we all come together, but we can all come together, may we all come together, show each other your love. And then during that moment, you go to the other people and express love and welcoming and shake their hands, hug them, stuff like that. Make sure you get everybody, okay? Try your best to get everybody. You might not. Try your best. And if you hate someone or have a grudge against someone in this crowd, try your best to show them love, because when we all come together and you have a grudge against someone, that's not okay. Then you say, we are all people under the sky and we all deserve the best. Then after that you start saying your thank yous and how you appreciate people. We thank all of these people in our lives, those who are here or not here, those who are alive and dead, and those who have made us who we are. And this occasion we will come together, we say we come together and live our best lives, and we, thank them. And then what someone gets, someone else will get. Here, after we say that, we make the balance come together, but not everyone has their own balance, so after that, just go like this. You combine your hands. And then you give people chips and water. You don't need 3 bowls, you don't need 3 servants, unless you want to. You can have as many people giving out chips and water. Just do it. And then after chips and water, you say, as we acquire our new lives, we learn to accept our differences and cherish every moment of our life. We will come together, help others be together, live in your world, live your best life. And then after that, you're done. And that's it. That's how you be a host. That's how you become a host. Then you turn on the lights when you're done. Everybody has come together. And then you can just do whatever you please after. It is a very magical thing. Its purpose is that all of us can come together. All of us can realize, our life. All of us can do these things. That's what the place of worship is meant for. And we're letting you recreate it. This is how you can recreate it and share it to your people personally. You can gather audiences. You can do whatever you please in this place of worship. I forgot to mention this, so I'm just going to say it now or never. Okay? So before you do chips and water and before you start, have your scented, scent thing and just spray it. It enchants the atmosphere. And then you're done. That's how you do the place of worship stuff. That's how you do all of this. That's how you can make your people come together. That's how you can be like us and start your own thing. So feel free to start your own thing. Thank you. Thank you, people in the crowd. Thank you.